Hello, friends, and you are our friends. Welcome to On Top of the World. I'm Joshua Hadley, and as always, I'm joined by the man of the hour, the man with the power to sweet to be sour, the woman's pet, the man's regret, planet Earth. You still don't know it's coming yet.
Hi. Hello. Hi, I'm Justin. That's Josh. And this is
Lord
Lord
Justin
Justin
Belanger.
Belanger of the Principality of Sealand. That's me. That's Josh. And this is Top of the World on Saturday morning.
Yeah, we're recording though on
Thursday morning. Day early.
your favorite day,
Yeah.
Adolf Hitler's birthday.
You know?
Hooray!
Hooray. And Axel
I
Anvil, which is even worse. I can explain in greater detail when we get to the channel plugs part of the stream here on our recording here on why exactly we're doing it today instead of tomorrow.
we'll talk about Weed Day that day. Let's open up with our sponsored segment from the Kotzebue Chess Club.
Yes.
So the winner of the 10-foot long iPhone cable is Ivory, Gebhardt, and Kayana.
Hey, look at that. Congratulations.
Yeah, we didn't explain last week's puzzle, but it was just a position from the World Chess Championship, and I had to do to get it was to watch. She got it before it went on Facebook. Sorry, everyone, but that's was the whole idea, and she was here, so I gave her a flyer to. I don't know, like hopefully no one calls shenanigans, but she is the winner, and this week's prize I still gotta make the puzzle. We're recording early, but it will be Endgame because the prize this week is Chess Endgame Workbook for Kids by John Nunn.
Oh, man. Speaking
Great.
of chess, speaking
Yeah.
of the Kotzebue Chess Club, we had our Gopher and Tuck first annual, or maybe only ever, Rapid Coliseum. Where who was the victor, Moose?
I was second place, unfortunately, and the winner. And I think, looking at the record, I was the only one to beat him. Abdo, bro.
Yes, you not only did you beat him, you also tied with him once.
Yeah, we played a game that was 101 moves.
I had I think 2 wins in a draw, and they were all against Brandon. The draw was a similar one to what happened in the It Takes Two chess match.
Oh, you stalemated.
Yeah, couldn't figure out how the fuck to win, and then it just suddenly that happened. And then the one win I had over him was because like the chess.com was just fucking up for him for some reason, wouldn't let him play early on, which eventually got fixed, thankfully. So I won by timeout in that one, but then I won one legitimately. So I had one legitimate victory, and then one that probably should have been a legitimate victory, but apparently I don't know how to fucking close. And then, but so I got second to last. Tuck was last. And then Abdul was first. You were second. I think Ian was third, and TJ was fourth.
Yeah, it was. Yep, and that was fun. Maybe a little bit long, but it was the first time we did this, and I think everyone learned something coming out of this.
I did not. I did not learn anything.
Oh no, you learned how to play chess. Your favorite.
I know about as much of how to play chess now as I did before the stream, which is not much.
See, just not as important. Maybe like a little bit less. Maybe a little bit. There's the World Chess Championship happening right now in Kazakhstan. It's gonna go on till the end of the month, probably. And right now, Jan Nepotnichi, I think that's how you say his name, from Russia, is ahead of Ding Liren by a point. It's been a really exciting match. People criticize past matches because Magnus would draw his opponent. Bobby Fischer, a very famous chess player, he didn't like the way they did the matches because he'd say once you're ahead, like drawing games is it's very attractive. Instead of he wanted to like to say first to 9 wins is done, and you could have 100 draws, and understandably FIDE doesn't like that, but yeah, but this has been more exciting. There's been like 2 draws, and there's been a winner. Um, yeah, Yeah, it's been exciting, and I've been having fun following it. I haven't watched today's game because we're doing the podcast, obviously, but I look forward to watching more videos. I've been watching Gotham Chess. I've been watching 3 days videos. Daniel Duboff is great, and I've been I haven't been watching Agimator as much. I feel like he goes to too many lines, like, oh, he could have done this, or oh, he could have done that. I don't mind that, like, for a couple times, but the whole video, like, it makes the way he does it makes it twice as long. Anyway, it's tax season. Did you get your taxes done?
Sure.
Well, the thing is, Gopher isn't like, I don't think it'll do anything for you. You know, you're not working at Walmart, right? Like paying into
Yeah,
taxes.
no, I wouldn't get anything back from taxes.
But for our first piece of news, here's an interesting way to get money. Facebook users can apply for their portion of a $7,500 million lawsuit settlement.
Oh, what's that about?
I just saw this scrolling through NPR this morning, and this is for a settlement for if you had an account from May 2007 to December 2022. Cambridge Analytica allegedly paid Facebook use developers for users' data. So, they were trying to figure out who they could target, which voters they could target in the 2016 election. So, yeah, there's a link, and I'll definitely send this to you, where you can apply for part of this money.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, fuck you, Mark Zuckerberg, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, don't even like your website anymore. It's super lame. Anyway, talking about taxes, money, Alaska's House of Representatives has passed a new sales tax. Their plan is like 2%, something like that.
That's a milk.
And well, I was gonna talk about like this is gonna really disparage rural consumers. Like it's not gonna be as bad if you have to pay $6 for milk when you're in the city here at Rotman's, when I have to pay 12. That means I gotta pay more money. Like,
yeah,
definitely, like, tells me like if this happens, leaving's definitely the right choice. Like, this is just ridiculous. Like, it's already the one, either the highest or the second highest. Like inflation, or what's the word, like price disparity here in Alaska, and this is just making it worse. All because like the Republicans can't be physically responsible. They want their $3,000 PFD. So yeah, let's tax everyone instead of like I don't know, maybe taxing the oil companies or something instead. That's sort of the whole idea behind it. And now we're dipping into our savings. We gotta have less investments, and the whole thing's gonna freaking die. Another thing I wanted to talk about was Russia. Our the 2022 Adolf Hitler Memorial Award winner, Vladimir Putin, the president of that country. He's a wanted man for having Russia kidnap children. I've heard a story yesterday on NPR where this kid was these kids were brought to Russia, and they were trying to do stuff like taking a 14-year-old kid. Yeah, we'll give you an apartment and a job. Like, wow, like, like imagine like trying to buy children like that to go to your shitty country. They'll probably like give him that apartment and draft him into the war. Oh, you're working now. You can fight the Ukrainians. That'd be quite the the turnaround.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, Ukraine can beat them in their 70-year-old grandpa tanks that they're using now.
Old grandpa tanks.
See, and before we get into anything else, the final piece of news regurgitation we're doing is Dominion settled with Fox News for, Fox was going along with Trump and his cult saying, "Oh yeah, the election was stolen." And Dominion, they for those who don't know, they did a lot of the voting machines. If you voted and there was a machine there, they might have, made it. And Fox was saying, "Oh, like Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy, that maniac." He
Mm.
was saying things like, "Oh, these machines," and they had him on Fox. Anyway, Fox, they they made some mistakes, and they made it pretty clear that they lied to, you know, they wanted. They didn't want to piss any of their viewers off, and they wanted voters to vote in the Georgia election that was happening at the
Mm.
time. There was a runoff after the presidential election there for their Senate race. And Fox News, they did a oopsie, and the suit was for 1.6 billion, and they settled for $787.5 billion. Like, imagine how many like rich models of Rich and Rare you could buy with that gopher.
An ungodly amount.
Probably enough to kill you.
Way more than enough to fucking. I don't know how much it would take to kill me, but probably way less money than that.
Probably like $20 worth. Say that's the amount I can handle before I die. We'll talk more Rich and Ray later. Yeah, who knew Fox News lies? Wow.
Yeah, wow. There is something I just saw here that I want to bring up. Apparently there is a you know how there's these challenges that happen that are very frequently not safe. You know, like the Tide Pod challenge, where it's
Uh,
eating fucking Tide Pods was the whole thing. Um, Apparently, the newest one is the Benadryl challenge, which you could probably imagine immediately from that title that it's going to be very unsafe. The
I think you're
challenge.
only supposed to have like one a day or two a day or something.
So apparently, the maximum amount that's supposed to be allowed in a 24-hour period is 6 tablets for
That
kids
that
6 to 12, and 12
that
for anyone 12 or older.
that makes sense. Like I could
However,
remember if it was a thing where you took it every 2 or 3
yeah,
or 4 hours,
however,
or
the
like
challenge to try to induce hallucinations is to take 12 tablets at once,
Wait a
not
minute.
throughout the day.
Wait, I can get high off these right now.
If you take 12 at once, you can either get high or die, probably.
I don't even think I have 12 on me.
Yeah. So apparently, because like this is in the news now, because a 13-year-old kid died a day or two ago because of participating in this challenge.
That's crazy. Like that's something I just leave out. And sometimes like I use Benadryl, like like if I get my face eaten up and it gets swollen or something, and I use it in the summer because I get allergies. Yeah, I never figured like, oh man, like I can get high off these, like,
Mm,
and it sounds pretty scary, like from what you're saying, and it's something like I'd never thought about, like, oh, I'm just gonna leave these out, like I would never figure, oh, some kid's gonna take these and get high
mm,
off them. That's
yeah.
scary.
Yeah. I, is there gonna come a point where like the people who first like create these challenges get in trouble?
You would have to figure out, like,
It's
what's
probably
their
hard to.
intent, or and
Yeah.
who actually started it.
Yeah, that would
Like,
be like probably tricky to figure that out. But I mean, like they just keep coming out with these fucking challenges, and just people get injured, people die.
I figure,
There was the car one where it's like you have the car moving next to you while you like dance on the side of it. That one
I,
had people injured.
there's got to be something if you're a big influencer and you're doing
Yeah.
these. Like, I don't think Tucker Carlson can go on TV and say, "Hey guys, yeah, go do meth." Like, there has to be something
Yeah.
viewers can do, definitely on a civil basis, but there has to be something legal here where,
Mm.
like, if you're maybe if you did this challenge and you got 6 views, that's not really
Yeah.
influencing people. But anyone like we I think we do have to figure out like what is going on here.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's just part of the mental health crisis, but not. I don't know. Like, these are really young kids. Like, is it I have no idea what to do. I mean,
Mm,
that's a wild thing.
yeah, yeah,
We had the whenever we do laundry now, like we have the safety the safety devices, like the thing, like our twist off thing for our Tide Pods, so that kids can't easily just get into them. You
yeah.
have to like sort of think about like how you're opening them.
Mm.
Like it, like it's wild. It's wild. And I do remember the Tide Pod challenge thing. Like, I thought it was more of a joke, but kids were getting hurt from eating those things, and they
Yeah,
do look like candy.
yeah. It's
Uh,
it's just it's weird. Like they just keep making new ones, these challenges, and there's some that they do that's like, okay, this is fine. It's just a little harmless thing. But then there's shit like this where, yeah, there's the harm is immediately there. Like it's not something where you gotta think like, oh, this might be a little risky. No, it definitely is.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's scary.
Mm.
Um, what about you? When you gonna do the Benadryl challenge to hallucinate? I mean, so you said a 13-year-old
Yeah.
person died. You're an adult. You can handle that, right? Go,
Yeah, probably.
we can't advertise this because it's in the past. But the 420 challenge is today. I mean, it doesn't have to be just that one drug.
It's just,
It's not gonna be. There's gonna be multiple of
yeah, we'll be
those.
doing some stuff.
You know what? I think since it's time already, and we're already talking about it, it's time for some Gopher and Tuck updates.
Yeah, some channel updates here. So, as has been hinted, there was a 420 celebratory stream. Obviously, this podcast comes out on 412, or sorry, 422, if I want to go the right direction there.
412. Have you already started on your stash, dude?
Yeah. Um, but if you want to check it out, it's on the VOD on Twitch. You could come watch me probably be an entire fool. Uh, the
I
idea
love
is it's my
watching you
first
be a
time.
fool.
It's my first time doing a 420 stream. I've gotten high on stream once before, which was like last month, I think. I've drunk on stream a whole bunch. I've never gotten both drunk and high at the same time, whether it's on stream or just in general. Which I will be doing that for the first time tonight, aka 2 days ago for
So
people listening.
this clown was like, "Man, I'm gonna order something on DoorDash," and I said, "No, you know what?" I said, Here's the thing. I told him, well, you said the second to last person of the Gopher and Tuck Rapid Coliseum should get Cars on DVD, thinking it was Tuck and not you. Then we realized you did a lot better in that tournament than you thought, and you were second to last place.
Yeah.
So you were the one who were getting Cars on DVD.
Fucking cars.
but
But
you had the 420 stream coming up. Yeah, we're looking for, you were gonna DoorDash like Bud Light or something. I said, all right, Gopher really doesn't want Cars on DVD. I'll just replace it with Rich and Rare instead.
the classic rich and rare fucking gasoline. I was trying to find some alcohol on Uber Eats, but I couldn't find anything that was like actual like hard alcohol. It was all just like fucking wine coolers and beer. And I'm like, I don't want fucking that for this type of stream. So he ended up getting that, and also like it hasn't arrived yet. But you mentioned something else that I am not looking forward to.
I forget. What is it?
It was some type of soda that was like,
Oh yeah. I got him the mustard flavored soda.
fucking
That's right.
mustard flavored soda. So I'll probably try that on stream whenever it gets here. I won't be happy about it, but I'll probably try it on stream.
This is gonna be our favorite episode of Gopher Eats. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So we'll probably it's gonna be starting again. Already happened, so I don't really know why I'm saying the time here, but it's gonna be starting at about 10 o'clock p.m. my time central. Ian should be there. I'll be playing Fall Guys probably. I don't know if anyone else is gonna be there.
And people can like watch replays on Twitch,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You can watch the VOD on Twitch. I don't know who all is gonna be there, but probably be playing Fall Guys. I
Probably
will.
the drug-induced voices will be there.
True. When I did the previous high stream, so I had gummies, CBD gummies, but they had THC infused in them, and I ate 5 of them in that stream. And for those who remember, I was very high for that stream. I have 8 more gummies left, and I'm just gonna have all of them for this one. So gonna start off the stream immediately, all 8 of them, and then I'm gonna start drinking.
Wait,
Uh,
I figured it'd be more fun to like do it every hour or something.
well, see, the issue is like it takes so long for these things to kick in. I don't want to have to wait. It, like if I have one an hour, then by 2 hours in, it'll only be one kicking in. You know, so I'm just gonna say fuck it.
Wait, how long is the stream?
I don't know. You know, don't know how long it's gonna go. Um, probably 3 or 4 hours. So
Man,
yeah, I definitely would
man,
need to.
you're going the kitty route. I'm just gonna eat all the edibles at
Yes,
once.
all 8 at once, and then I'm gonna.
Degenerate.
Thankfully, Moose also got me some soda to mix with the rich and rare, so it won't be quite as gasoline esque. So I'm gonna be probably filling the cups like maybe 30-40% rich and rare, and then the rest of it with the soda, and just sipping on that throughout the night. But I again, first time I will have ever gotten cross faded, as they call it, drunk and high. And you know it's probably gonna be just a complete fucking mess. So, but again, for those listening,
So,
the complete fucking mess already happened, and you can go watch it on Twitch.
I mean, you got a couple of minutes right now. I know 7-Eleven ain't far from your place. You could probably find a box of Benadryl there.
Jesus Christ, Moose.
Hey, I mean, you're gonna get cross-faded. Like what? I do gotta stop swearing though. I mean, we're not, you don't have to edit that, but just I made a goal for myself. Like I'm gonna try and become more radio friendly as we keep doing the podcast.
Gotta become more radio friendly. Not as much fucks being thrown around. You know, less shits.
Or I don't know. Maybe I can get a job on Sirius, and we'll just be like fuck.
Yeah. Try not to throw out some cunts too often. None of that nature.
Nah.
Nah.
They don't like that anyway. Every time I do that, they're like, "How dare you throw me out?" So we got that. What else is what's going up on the YouTube? What other streams are you doing?
We got the Pokemon Sun series is continuing as per usual. We did record a little Pokemon Stadium thing recently. Now that's on the Nintendo Switch Online stuff. So we did. It's going to be a 2-parter. The first part is going to be a best of 3 series between myself and Tuck, doing Pokemon battles, and then the second one is going to be a 1st to 9 mini game thing with me, Tuck, and then 2 computers. So those 2 episodes of that are going to be coming out soon.
Are you going to dominate the same you did in the chess stream?
Well, you'll have to find out. But speaking of Nintendo 64, more stuff with Rob coming out. As of this podcast, there should already be
Dr. Mario.
Yeah, Dr. Mario is already out, and the first of the Mario Party videos, and then the final 2 of those, will be next week. Yeah, let's keep that going again. Sometime next month, probably early next month, we'll be getting into the South Park Stick of Truth, played by Tuck, and you know we got some stuff going on there. As for Twitch, we should have. So we're gonna be playing Fall Guys, as I mentioned for the 420 stream. We'll also be playing Fall Guys on Tuesday for Gopher and Juck. It'll be the final Gopher and Juck Fall Jucks.
Ever?
I don't know about ever. Maybe, I don't know. But
you said it's the final one.
Final one, yeah. Because we finished Demon Souls a couple weeks ago, and Monster Hunter's DLC is coming out at the end of the month. Jeff's gonna be preoccupied with that for a while. So we figured instead of jumping right into the next FromSoft game, we would just do a couple weeks of Fall Jucks, and then he would take his break and then come back for Dark Souls Remastered. So
Wait, how can we not play Monster Hunter with them?
I don't play Monster Hunter. I don't
Why
have
not?
it, and I don't play. I don't know. I don't fucking know Monster Hunter. I don't know
Well,
stuff.
you didn't know chess, but you played that.
Didn't want. Yeah, but I paid $100 to play that. Um, he's also playing that with several of his friends. I don't know them. I don't know
Wait,
those people.
you're a friend.
Yeah, but I don't know those guys.
I mean, you learned who Nigrok was.
Unfortunately. Yeah. So that'll be happening. So Tuesday, final fall jokes for the time being, at least. I don't know if we're gonna do any more in the future. And then he'll be off the channel for a couple weeks and come back for Dark Souls Remastered co-op, where
He'll be missed.
Yes, he will be missed. Where I will be doing magic in that game for the first time, as has been the theme with our co-op playthroughs. Brandon and I should be streaming on Monday as well. I don't know what. It'll be a normal Gopher and Tuck stream at the normal Gopher and Tuck stream time. Don't know what the stream itself will be just yet. Yeah. Other than that, GM mode, GM battle on Sundays. That's continuing as per usual.
Hell yeah.
Honor Forever still going. Tuesday mornings. This podcast Saturday mornings. Yeah.
Hell yeah. As for me, www.joshua.jhadley.com. If you want to talk to me, join the Discord. That's where I do most of my messaging. You can follow me on Twitter. I talk to people. I made a tweet about the taxes in Alaska, and some guy replied to me when I was at work, or not even when I was at work, like when I was getting ready for work, and I looked at Twitter after work, and he was acting like because I didn't reply in a couple hours, he's like, "You really have nothing to say?" Like, no, I'm not gonna I might go on Twitter at work, but dude, I don't live on social media. Like what a weird thing to say. Like, oh my god, he hasn't replied for a couple hours. He must be. He can't. He has no reply. There's nothing. Like, f off, dude. Like them in their like Twitter world. I don't know. But I will go on if you message me. You can at me or whatever. But if you want to DM me, please just add me on Discord or something. Unless. Don't send me a message on Facebook. I never check those. But www.joshuajhadley.com if you want to buy anything. All the stuff is still up there. I sold some 360 controllers. So, if you want something, you better go on there because people do check it out. I still got to put the original Nintendos on. So, I think I'll do that this spring. I need to get rid of those. They've just been sitting there. I worked on them. I got them working. I think I'll clean those up and get those ready for sale. I've been talking about it, and yeah, guys, I have been doing that, procrastinating. So, yeah, I think I'll definitely do that. I'll. It's not gonna happen now. I will announce it on this podcast first, but look forward to that in the future. And it's not often you have good working NESs for being for sale. So look forward to that happening in the future. But right now, I'm mainly paying attention to what's happening in the chess world. So I believe you got some questions, Gopher.
I got some questions here. Let's hear them.
All right. If you want to get Gopher questions, just DM me on Discord or whatever. From Tucker Lucy.
I
know
guy.
him.
Hey, where's
Gopher.
he from?
I think he's from Baltimore.
Oh, he didn't say. Look at that. So it could
so
be.
It might be a
Tucker
different
Lucy.
guy.
Yeah. We don't know for certain if this is the one we know.
We don't know. Let's find out. Maybe the question will give us a hint. Hey Gopher, do you get tired of people asking you if you pick your nose?
Who's been asking me that?
I don't know, but he says I'm sick of having to tell them I was born with mine.
Son of a bitch. Son, You come on to the fucking, you send your question into the top of the world, and you disrespect me like this.
Tuck, what are you doing?
Why you gotta do that, man?
On 420 of all days.
On
too.
420 of all days, on Axel Anvil's birthday, and you're gonna pull this shit.
Terrible. From Chessfan 420.
Hey, nice. Topical.
Also didn't say where they're from, too.
Oh, man. Maybe, well, he might have just forgot because he was all high on account of having 420 as his name.
But, so you're saying Tucker didn't remember because he was stoned, too?
Yes. I mean, he's always stoned, so.
Our fan asks, if the USCF, the United States Chess Federation, decided to institute a siphoner checker after what happened with Hans Niemann, what do you think would be the fair market rate per hour for that position, and would you do it?
I have no fucking clue what any of that means.
Are you checking for anal beads?
Oh, dude, I would check for anal beads, yeah.
So, how much an hour do you think is fair for that?
For, like, checking for anal beads? I mean, I'd probably do it for, like, $2 an hour. Get $2 an hour, and I get to look at people's asses, like, you know.
I think that's too low for me.
Well, the ass is generally a pretty low part of the body, so.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, gotta consider that.
For me, I just don't like doing like work unless I'm making over $100 that
Does it
day.
really work though if you're checking for anal beads? That surely there's some crossover with pleasure there.
They might fart on me.
True. Right? That could be your tip.
No, I got the tip. I gotta give it to them.
There you go.
I might have to use the tip to get the anal beads out. Maybe.
Yeah. Get it in there at an awkward angle.
Exactly. All right. From Jeffrey in Ohio.
Hey, someone remember their location.
Yeah, well, it's insane.
Look at that.
All right. Jeff asks, if you had to invent a personality for Fox News, like Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens, Alex Jones, what would be your stick? What do you rant about mainly? What's your gimmick? Who's your chosen scapegoat group?
So my gimmick would just be Joey Miles from like 2010. You know, that era. Yeah, that era, Joey Miles. So the shtick for that is, you know, he just says offensive shit for the sake of saying offensive shit, basically.
So you're just gonna be like Donald Trump or something.
Yeah, kinda. But then also, like, instead of actually doing his job, he'd just be like sitting there playing fucking Pokemon or something. So also that. Scapegoat. Who would be his scapegoat? Define scapegoat again?
Like, sort of the way Nazis, what they do with Jews. You know, it's all their fault, or what Republicans do with immigrants.
See, who would Joey blame? MVP, the wrestler. Yeah. Just him, specifically just him.
He does cover up all his prison tattoos.
See, that's the conspiracy right there, folks.
He's been to jail.
Yes, we know it. Wake up, sheeple.
Wake up. All right. Thanks for the question, Jeff.
Yes, thank you, and thank you for sharing your location with us. We will be arriving at your house shortly.
I think it's now time for a game. How about you, Gopher?
Oh, damn, a game? What kind of game we playing?
We're playing Bluffing Gopher.
Oh, damn.
I got 3 headlines. 2 of them are real. 1 of them is fake. Are you ready? If Gopher loses, he dies. I mean,
yes, yeah, that's a given.
We find a new one, like it's sort of like James Bond, where we had a couple already. But
yeah,
this Gopher's like a Roger Moore of Gophers. He's been lasting forever.
Well, you know, but eventually we're gonna hire Daniel Craig. So
exactly. First headline: dead stripper found in cake.
This is like a fucking Family Guy bit.
Police descended upon Betty's Bakery in Brooklyn after 2 mishandled orders resulting in a stripper being baked into a 6-foot cake.
Okay. Okay. It's kind of
And
fucked, but you know.
it's 420, so this is kind of funny.
Okay.
Cannabis company makes a 420-pound chocolate bar in honor of 420.
That is a lot of chocolate.
Zen Cannabis says it was supersized. Its supersized amount contains 4.2 million milligrams of THC and can be yours for only merely $42,000.
Oh yeah, you know, just a little fucking 42,000 for a little chocolate. A lot of
They,
chocolate, I guess, but I mean,
they had to get the 420 in there too.
Yeah,
The price.
true. See, they should have made it for 42,699 or some such thing. $42,069.
Might be end up being that with the tax. No,
True.
that low. True. Third headline: Man who threatened dictionary publisher sentenced to a year in prison.
Man who threatened dictionary publisher?
Yeah, Jeremy Hansen, 35, made violent LGBTQ plus related threats against dictionary publisher Merriam-Webster Inc. over its updated gender definitions.
Huh. Okay, so go over all of the things again.
Dead stripper found in cake. Cannabis company makes 420-pound chocolate bar in honor of 420. And man who threatened dictionary publisher sentenced to a year in prison.
See, I could believe all of these. This is tough. This is a tough one here.
Especially the dead stripper one, because like you got the munchies and you're like,
Hell yeah. Oh God, I don't fucking know. Don't go over them again one more time.
Dead stripper found in cake. Cannabis company makes 420-pound chocolate bar in honor of 420. Man who threatened dictionary publisher sentenced to a year in prison.
I'm gonna go with dead stripper.
I'm telling you guys, he's got like anal beads. Abdel's like this. He's spying on us through like like through my window or something.
Of all the accomplices I could have, you're gonna go with Abdul.
Well, who else would you have as an accomplice?
I wouldn't fucking. I would not trust Abdul in such a position.
That's exactly who someone would trust Abdel in that position and would actively want him to cheat for him would say. That's exactly what they would say, Gopher.
Wow, you got a point there. You do have a point.
Well, you live another week, and I think it's time to talk about our corporate sponsor, W Energy.
W Energy.
There's a new flavor out. I got an email. There's a new flavor out. Mango orange cream, Calo cream.
That sounds good.
You know, I wouldn't try this normally, but I like back when I got Beach and Peach, like I would never have like tried the peach flavor, but it was the only one available when I wanted to order some W, so I thought I'll give it a try. And it's been one of my favorite flavors of W.
Yeah,
you know,
that.
like I don't like if this was a soda pop, I'd probably just skip over it. But like, since I'm not gonna order it right away. Like my rule for myself is I don't have more than 2 W tubs.
W tubs. Gonna have a dub if you get all that W, you know.
Yeah, but
W is the new fucking Doritos and Mountain Dew, just so you know.
Exactly. Once I finish one of my flavors I got here, I'll definitely get this. It's gonna be a while because when you do get a tub of W, you get 30 servings. So if you have one a day, that's a month's worth. They recommend you don't have more than 2. I mean, so if you're wild, you can have 15 days worth of
Ooh.
W in these toes, but I have one a day. These last me a month, and it's certainly much needed because I go to the stores here and a can of Monsters like $5. But what these are, they're like $40, 39.99. But what I like to do is I go on their website www.w.gg, and when I'm in the discount area, I put Gopher Tuck, not Gopher and Tuck,
Go for
Gopher
talk, all
Tuck.
one word.
Yeah, all one word, and it gives me a 10% discount on my order. But there's easier
10%.
ways of doing this, isn't there, Gopher? Like,
There is, like, for instance, I don't know if you maybe like look at the description of the video, or if you're on Twitch and you type in exclamation mark sponsor or exclamation mark dubby, and a link will show up there, the same link that's in the description of the videos, and you click that link. Oh, well, you know what that does? You know that automatically applies the code, so you don't even have to do any typing yourself.
you know what? I do like the anime shaker, but I first of all, like, I broke my last one, so I wouldn't take it to work. But like, it's with the non-safe for work image, I feel like I'd look really degen bringing this to work too. These things they're great for the home, but like, yeah, I wouldn't take them there. But there is a new season 2 Akira shaker for people out there. I might get it, but definitely not gonna bring it where it will fall because these
Mm,
things are sensitive. Uh,
you know.
but yeah, I've been enjoying Dubby, and yeah, check them out.
Yeah, go ahead and yeah, use the promo code or click the link. Get your order. Get 10% off. You know.
So we're gonna talk about Gopher's new favorite show, the South Park.
Yeah, the South Park, as it's referred. You know, it's good. I like it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite show, but you know, I enjoyed it. I finally took the plunge and I binged it. Took about 2 months, maybe a month and a half, to get through all the seasons. I watched the movie, the Paramount Plus specials, all of that, and finally finished that up this past week. All caught up now. I started, I think, like either right before the most recent season began or right after it began.
What what made you wanna like binge it?
I mean, just a lot of people in the Discord talk about it. Brandon loves it. Ian, you know, it's brought up a lot, and I figured, you know what? Fine, I'll finally do it.
I don't even see it brought up that often, other than like whenever I'm joking about Pokemon. Oh, is he getting Tally? Is he getting Tally? And he never does it. He never does, just to break my heart.
I never get Tally, just to break Moose's heart, and also because Tally's not in any of the games.
What?
Yeah, not in a single Pokemon game. I don't know how. I don't know how they keep leaving out one of their most important Pokemon, but you know they just never include them.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
but we will be
Uh,
playing a game with Tally presumably soon.
I know he's in Fractured Butthole. I never
Mm.
played Stick of Truth.
I assume he's gonna be there. I mean, it's Tally, you know. They got all the they got
Yeah.
all the characters. They got some random kid who had like one sentence in fucking season 13 or something. Like they're gonna have Tally.
I used to watch the show a lot. Like it was actually 2016 when they did the whole season storyline, and I felt like then South Park got less interesting than things happening in the real world, and I was paying attention to the election. You know, Donald Trump was running for president. That was a very strange thing. I mean, now it's like it happens like every all the time. Like, oh, he's running for president. Like,
Mm.
yeah, again.
Yeah,
We're,
they did a few seasons where like the whole season was like an overarching story. That was one of them where Garrison became the sort of Donald Trump parody, which apparently from what I understand, because apparently like they do episodes each week, like they don't do them all ahead of time
yeah.
to get them all done. So it's like very current. Apparently they thought Hillary was gonna win, so like they had the whole story ready for that, but then
Yep.
Trump won and they had to fucking quickly change everything.
Now you can tell, like, watching the, like that they thought the result was gonna be different, and it changing totally just shifted how it felt like the story was gonna go.
Yeah. I've also noticed in like the most recent like 2 seasons, there's been some like differences with some of the voices, and I don't know what exactly the deal is. Although I'm assuming because like a lot of the voices were done by Matt and Trey. Um, I think it's mostly I don't remember if it's Matt or Trey, but one of them. Most of the characters that sound off is from like one of them specifically. So I don't know if it's like just years and years of doing this is like catching up to his throat and all that, or maybe it's like he's sick. Because I mean these are COVID years and all that when they're making these episodes, and so I don't know, but
Is
but
it
like Stan like is the one I noticed the most. He has like a deeper voice
is
recently.
it as bad as Miley Cyrus?
What do you mean exactly?
Have you ever heard her speak?
Yeah,
Like she sounds way different than she used to. I'll say that. And
but
it's definitely her singing. Like I mean, she does a lot of it, and it's very understandable. It's sort of like how we expect. Like these guys have been doing voices for their characters since the show's been out since 1999.
I know they had to
So
change. They had
24
to change
years.
the Cartman voice because it was like fucking the throat up too much. Like a couple seasons in, they had to change that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
respect
really.
my authority. Like,
I don't like Miley sounds different than she did on Hannah Montana when she was a teenager, but like she sounds the same as she's sounded for a while now for me though. Just talking.
I think it's the Benadryl that's giving you the hallucinations of her
The bit.
sounding somewhat the same. Anyway, the real question is, what happened to Mr. Hat? I forget.
So like Mr. Hat ended up he ended up realizing, Garrison, that Mr. Hat was like his repressed sexuality trying to come out. Like he had a whole therapy thing going, and eventually, like he told Hat to fuck off,
Damn.
and then he transitioned to become a woman. Then later on, he transitioned back to become a man. And then he became Donald Trump for a while, and then just randomly he was back at the school, no longer red or anything, and just back to being Garrison.
Without Mr. Hat though,
No, Mr. Hat. Yeah.
fucking BS.
Mm,
Anyway, what was your favorite episode?
I don't know. There was a lot of episodes, like 350 or something like that. So I can't really think of any specific one. I will say my favorite character. I don't even remember his fucking name because he's more of a bit character. But the one who he's one of the special needs kids on the show, and he always has this like big dopey sidekick who's also a special needs kid. And he just
I
says,
thought.
shut up, Mimsy." He says that to the guy all the time. That guy.
Oh yeah. And Tully was in one of the episodes with him too.
Yeah, yeah, I love that character. So that's my favorite character on the show. Um, Also, as everyone will come to learn very quickly in the Stick of Truth playthrough, I have a very, very strange, admittedly, I will admit it's very strange, I have a very strange thirst for Mrs. Cartman.
Oh, so do many other people. Like, didn't she fuck all of like
The
the
Broncos.
Buffalo Bills the
It
Broncos?
was
That's
Denver
it.
Broncos, yeah. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
they're in Colorado. That's the football team there.
yeah.
That's
All of them are Cartman's dad, apparently.
I was thinking about the episode um where they parodied Akira and Cartman
Yeah, the
gets like
anime one.
huge.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a
That's
good one.
that's a good one. I like the episode with the crab people. You know, talk like
Yeah.
crab, taste like
Yeah.
people. So, it's I always say it backwards on purpose.
Yeah.
It's taste like crab, talk like people.
Mm.
That's a good one.
I will
Like.
say, I know there's like a lot of hatred for the creators of South Park. They have for Seth MacFarlane. They fucking hate that guy and all his projects. I will say I didn't find South Park as funny as Family Guy or American Dad or anything like that, but it was like more interesting. They have actual stories going on in South Park,
Uh,
and American Dad, Family Guy are mostly just gags. But like in terms
Yeah.
of like if I want to watch something just to have fun, to be entertained, get some laughs, I would go for something more Seth MacFarlane. But this was also really good in a different way. Uh,
I, I'm fine with old Family Guy. I like American Dad. I like watching the new stuff. It's just sort of just things happening. Like I'm not a big fan of the show now, and I'm not a big fan. Like I sort of lost interest in South Park too. So I don't know if I just these shows just became old hat for me or what.
well, I mean, they don't have Mr. Hat anymore, so.
Exactly.
Mm.
You know what? If they had Towley on just to make up for that,
Tally
I'd
still
watch the
shows up
show.
sometimes.
So sometimes, like maybe 10 episodes, he showed up in the 300s of episodes.
He's a special character. I mean, my favorite character was only in like 5 episodes.
You know what? A great episode was the Wrestling Takedown Federation episode.
That was a good one, yeah.
And I mentioned
John
that.
Cena was there.
Yeah, I felt like they parried WWE very well, and they're like sort of like when I say, it's like they're putting on a play. Like I feel like WWE does like sort of like it becomes the Wrestling Takedown Federation sometimes.
Yeah. Now when are they gonna do an episode parodying AEW?
Gonna be a while. Like they didn't do that WTF episode till like a long time, and WWE existed the whole time. They done the show, and like I think that episode came in out 2015 or something, maybe 2014.
I think it was way earlier than that. I mean,
Well, way earlier, like maybe by a couple of years, but still, like the show was out for like
2009. 2009. So it was about a decade.
I was about to say the show was out like 10 years before they finally said, "All right, pro wrestling."
Actually, I think the show started in like 97.
Oh, so even like 13.
Yeah.
Well, 12,
Yeah.
10, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time for Gopher's favorite game, Gordon Soley's Championship Wrestling Trivia.
There we go. Championship Wrestling Trivia. Let's see how I do this week. 8 questions, 4 categories.
4 categories, 8 questions. Let's go.
Let's go.
First category, history.
Okay.
Who was the first WWE World Heavyweight Champion?
The first WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I feel like this is something that should be easy, but
How do you wait? Do you not know who the first WWE champion was?
Wait, which title?
The WWE title, the one Roman holds right now with the Universal title.
Because like there's the World Heavyweight Champion, but then that's like different from the other one. Like that was the one that was introduced in 2002.
The belt: Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, John Cena, Triple H held that title. Who was the first champion?
The very first. So does that also include like like when it was like the 3W fucking WWF title or whatever the fuck?
He's actually they put the belt on him. They broke off from the NAA and they became the Worldwide Wrestling Federation.
Okay.
So the very start of it.
Buddy Rogers, I think.
Nature Boy, Buddy Rogers.
There
you got it.
There we go.
He held it for like a couple weeks, then he lost to Bruno in 30 seconds.
And then Bruno held it for a lot more than a couple weeks.
Exactly. A lot of weeks.
Yes, many weeks.
General knowledge.
Okay.
What is the name of the wrestling match where all 4 wrestlers are in the ring at the same time?
Fatal 4-Way. I mean, there's several of these matches, but Fatal 4-Way is one of them.
No,
4 corners or
well, he there wasn't Fatal 4-Ways that back then. He was asking for a Texas Tornado match.
Oh, see, there's like multiple that could be answers for that.
Yeah. The problem with this question is times has changed.
Nah, times has changed.
So we'll count that as like we won't give you a full point. We'll give you 0.7 of a point.
Okay, it's a weird amount, but okay.
Why is it weird?
Well, I mean, usually it would be like 0.5 or something.
I mean, we've never done this, so this is the first time. The
Well, I
whole
mean,
idea of
general.
us doing this is the strangest thing.
Well, true.
For 80s category, which of the following wrestlers does not claim to hail from the Soviet Union? Ivan Putski, Nikolai Volkov, Ivan Koloff, or Khrushchev Khrushchev?
Oh god, those are all some very fucking Russian-sounding names.
See,
So hold on, say the names again.
Ivan Putski, Nikolai Volkov, Ivan Koloff, and Khrushchev Khrushchev.
And this is asking which one is not like billed from being from Russia.
From the Soviet Union. Yeah.
Alright, one more time, the names?
Ivan Putski, Nikolai Volkov, Ivan Koloff, or Khrushchev Khrushchev.
I'm gonna go with Ivan Putski.
Yeah, it,
Hey.
it was Ivan. It wasn't the Repo Man.
True.
the Repo Man, Khrushchev Khrushchev. Let's see who else. He was he Axe or Smash in Demolition? I can't remember.
Does the world need to know?
Maybe not. All right, so the fuck category.
Right.
See, this is the problem. Like, this is gonna be my problem going forward, trying to censor myself. I'm gonna see this category, and I'm just gonna blurt out the fuck.
what is
we will. True or false, which is this ain't even a true or false
it's
question.
weird because like we've
Crusher
had numerous.
Jerry Blank. This is the question for true or false. Crusher Jerry Blank.
So I'm like filling in the blank, which is not true or false. Blackwell, by the way, but like that's not.
Yeah,
it's not true or false at all.
It's not true or false, but it is the fuck.
Yeah. The fuck is that? You're giving me a non-true or false question with that. That's what the fuck.
All right. See. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm fine with this card.
Okay.
For back to history, who won the NWA World Heavyweight Championship in 1929?
Who won the NWA World Heavyweight Championship in when?
The year 1929.
Only one person won it then? So it must have been a long reign. It was before, right? Okay, can I get it? Wait, first of all, what was the year again?
1929. The year
29.
the stock market crashed.
That is quite a bit back there. The NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
And he defeated your favorite wrestler for the belt, Ed the Strangler Lewis.
Oh, he beat the Ed the Strangler Lewis. I didn't know the title was around that fucking long.
Well, it's not. This is not the real NWA title. It's a different title. Like that one didn't start till 49. But there was like a different NWA. So like right now, there's like the N-word with attitude people. Like they're a different NWA. Well, they're not even around anymore. They're just like as a group. There's just some of them are still alive.
So he beat Ed the Strangler Lewis. I'm trying to think of people who would have been around in that time. Fucking goddamn 20s over here. Jesus. Frank Gotch?
It was Gus Sonnenberg.
What the fuck is a Gus Sonnenberg?
Yeah. Well, it's Gustav. His name. So we're recording on 420. His name is Gustav Adolf Sonnenberg.
Oh no.
Very, very. At least he died in 1944, but very unfortunate middle name.
At least he died, but you know.
Yeah,
he died young.
You know he's. 46 years old. All right, for general knowledge.
Okay.
Which black wrestling strongman goes by the name The Natural?
There's like so many fucking wrestlers nicknamed The Natural.
Well, this guy, he was in Mid-South. He was in that. He was at WrestleMania 4. He was in the tournament to decide a new champion. He was in Doom, managed by your favorite manager, Teddy Long.
My favorite. Because I'm the one who fucking gave somebody the fucking herniated disc thinking he saw Teddy Long.
Well, I knew you would be excited, so yeah, I decided to celebrate with you.
Butch Reed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I knew the Teddy Long thing would give it away. All right,
Classic
for
Teddy.
80s. Where did the Jim Crockett Senior Memorial Tag Team Tournament take place on April 19th? Well, April 19th, 1986. We're off by a day. We're
Oh wow.
on see
What took place?
so the Jim Crockett Senior Memorial Cup Tag Team Tournament. Um, WrestleMania was in this arena for a couple years ago. I think for WrestleMania 30 they were in this arena.
WrestleMania 30.
It's Mid South Wrestling did their big shows in this arena.
Wait, so I'm thinking of the stadium and not just the like place, like the city.
Yeah,
because it was in.
you can give me the city in.
Oh, okay, it was in New Orleans.
Uh-huh.
Mania 30. I think the stadium's like. I don't know if it would have changed names from now and then, because I think like now it's called like the Mercedes-Benz Superdome or something like that.
Oh no. Well, I mean, I don't know. At least it's still the Superdome.
What was it called then?
The Superdome.
Oh, just the Superdome. Now it's the Mercedes-Benz Superdome.
Yeah. See,
Actually,
you got
no.
it.
Actually, I don't think it's even called that now. I think it was called that when Mania was there, but I think it's like the fucking Caesar Superdome or something like that now. They just keep fucking changing the name.
I hate that. I hate that they changed the name of things like that.
Yeah. It's the stadium of the Saints, though, the New Orleans Saints.
True. True. For final question.
Yep.
For the fuck category. This time, though. See, all right. In the David Von Erich Memorial Parade of Champions in 1986, Missy Hyatt was pinned by Sunshine in a mud pit match. True or false?
We went to a Parade of Champions once.
Yeah. I was gonna mention that.
Say it again.
So, in the David Von Erich Memorial Parade of Champions in 1986, Missy Hyatt was pinned by Sunshine in a mud pit match. True or false?
Missy Hyatt pinned in a what match? A mud pit?
A mud pit match? Yeah.
See, that sounds like why would they do that? But like,
I mean, we could go down like the AEW card. Like for some reason they have an exploding barbed wire death match. Why would they do it?
For fun.
Why is it in a cage?
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna say.
Why are they reaching up on a pole?
True. Was that right?
You are right.
Hey.
So you got. We're giving you 0.7 for that one.
Yes. I got like one or two wrong.
You got 6.7 points.
Hey, look at that. Look at that.
Out of 10 bananas.
Bananas? 10. I got 6.7 points out of 10 bananas by getting one wrong and then one having that weird 0.7 situation.
No, well, we also decided to score based on you going for a rope break.
Oh, that's there you go. That's it.
Well, guys, this has been on Top of the World. We'll be back every week Tuesday morning on Gopher and Tuck channel on YouTube. Search Top of the World on Spotify. Well, actually, if you're listening, you are subscribed. But that's how you do it if you're looking on Spotify. Look up Top of the World. YouTube, Gopher and Tuck. Follow Gopher on Twitter at Gopher and Tuck. Send them a joke. Make sure it's a pun.
or don't. You could just not. You could not do that.
No, make sure to do it, especially because it was 420 on Thursday. If you missed out on it, that's your punishment. You gotta send them a pun.
I swear to God, if the fucking stream happens tonight and I'm like super high and super drunk and then I just see fucking puns in the chat, I don't know how I'm gonna react to that.
There'll be so much deforestation.
So much everybody gets a deforestation.
You guys have a good rest of your day.
Goodbye.